enough starch. So I'm gonna show the plant. So this it came with a natural smile. Can you believe it?
That's crazy.
I went to the store, the Dominican store. I asked the guy, "Hey, do you know what the name of this plant is?" And he said, "I don't know." And I was shocked. It looked like plastic, When you
Right.
touch it,
Oh,
and it is
yeah.
real. And then I thought it made like somebody must have sliced it. That's why it had a smile. And one guy who's from Puerto Rico, I asked him, and he says, "No, no, no, it's not the way cut." He says it's natural. And plant kingdom, the more they look human, it means they have more wisdom in them.
Ah,
So I decided to grow it as my own shrine. But I'm going to keep buying this. So the way, like I'm going to recap, you would use it is for acute withdrawal symptoms during detox. What you do is you slice off the top so you can regrow. Each one is a growth, like each nodule, right?
yeah.
You can make 4 more plants with this. And the root can grow like up to 1 to 2 kilos over 3 years, so it's more like a tropical, south plant.
Yeah.
But here you can grow it indoors. There's nothing wrong. So the way you would do it is slice off the top, and let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and because it's so huge, you can make up to 8 slices of this, okay? And then, like I said, use the ash from fireplace, or whatever burnt wood you have. And all sides has to be covered with ash. Only the reason is you don't want the juice to attract fungus and moldy. And you can keep it in a burlap sack, or paper bags, or like this cardboard bags forever.
Yeah.
And then when you have acute withdrawal symptoms, you will take one, peel off the skin, peel off all the outside, and then put it in like a liter of water, or whatever measurement we use here, 32 ounces, or whatever it is,
A
gallon
gallon, yeah.
of water, and you will you can cut it, or it gets mushy after a certain time. And then just before you take it out, put one of your favorite Gatorade, Jello. My kids, I'll ask them what flavor they like and stuff. So this has enough carbohydrate, potassium, and amylose and fiber. And then when you add the Jello, it gives you the gooiness you need. So it will stop diarrhea and vomiting. So acute withdrawal symptoms, this should be a drink.
Yeah.
So this way, I'm going to grow plants that will be useful for you guys. So you kind of learn indirectly. In India, they call this arrowroot, and in America, they call it what is it called, water yam or tree yam, because it has 2 type of root and tubers it produces. Even in the air, it produces roots. Plus, it has the roots, so it allows you to treat it 2 different ways. It's like giving out 2 different options. Don't destroy me, I'll give you more.
Right.
And it is considered invasive in some places, but I love it because it actually has so much wisdom for us. And it's very interesting. It grows in a very, very hot place, because that's where you need hydration, right?
Yeah.
Nature is so smart. We never work
Yeah.
with nature. So I am going to grow this as my shrine, because it came exactly like a present from my teacher. He gave me a huge smiley face.
That's
It's so
great.
cute. I fell in love with it when I saw it. And then I tried to learn, hey, who are you? And I think it's very gentle, very gentle. And then that's how I learned the name. Because that's how plants build relationship with us. They say hello a certain way. They draw your attention. I would have never picked it up had it not looked like so weird,
Right.
And then you pick it up and then you say, okay, let me find out more about you. It's like a blind date, you first set up a blind date, and
Right.
then you say, okay, let me check you out,
Yeah.
Can you give me a second date? Then second date it comes over, because if it didn't cause me trouble, it allowed me to sleep. It's not bothering me. It's not making my eye run, sneeze. It means it's in harmony in my space. and I'm in harmony. Because plants decide whether they want to go home with you or not. And if in case they don't want to go home, they'll make you break out in rashes. So they leave me alone, you know.
Right? That's funny.
And then you say, I cannot tolerate this. Oh my God, I'm breaking out, you know. So let's talk about you. So you said you're good? I
Yeah.
love your tattoos.
Oh, thank you.
That's very nice. So are you being in a good space today?
Yeah.
And what would help you this week?
I don't know.
This week meditation I'm going to give you. I haven't yet posted. Did I give you last week meditation?
No,
Did we
you weren't
talk-
here last week.
Oh, so do you want to do the last week until Wednesday? Because Wednesday is when I change, or you want to give you the new one?
I'll take the new one.
Okay. So the new one, this month is July. So
Mhm.
Humbly asked him to remove our shortcomings, 7th step. You do steps, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 7th step is Humbly asked him to remove our shortcomings, which means you did the inventory, you're caught up.
Yeah.
So do the first 6 steps. So you're caught up July. And then this is week 27. I changed my meditations on Tuesday night. So
Okay.
Wednesday there will be new meditation because Wednesday is my yoga day, my meditation day.
Okay.
But maybe I'll do both for you. That way, like, you know, you kind of like transition, be caught up. You don't need to wait. The last week is about sacrifice. You sacrifice. It's like serenity prayer. God, please help me to accept the things I cannot change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. And in Indian version in the yoga, they say sacrifice the things you need to let go. So you expand your space to a larger space. So you grow the thing you want, you let go of the things you don't want. And that way you become the light inside within. Like expansion. Remember that sculpture we spoke about?
Yeah.
So you expand yourself. So even though you're broken outside, you are coming from light inside.
Yeah.
Right? So sacrifice is having that perfectness broken, but expanding on the inside. So that was last week meditation. This week meditation is very, very simple. It was to see everything as a part of higher self. So I'm going to read out the way it is given. See, like last week about sacrifice of everything for a sake of living thing. So you prune, let go of things that's not making you alive, and then you gain, like, you know, the full life by letting go of things that doesn't work. This week is about remember him, like how him overcame our shortcomings, right?
Okay.
In the 7th step. So now you know he's guiding every aspect of life on planet Earth. Every aspect. So like not a big thing to contemplate, but it allows you to like know that, you know, if something is not working, just let it go.
Yeah.
You know, give yourself a clean place to start over. That's what I'm doing. I finished up with all my old wishes. I had like a big wish list. Nothing came through up to that point. On the 8th, I let it go. I decided I'm not going to hold on to that wish anymore. There's a reason it's not working. I was planning to do it as like a space for gathering, bringing people over. I let it go. Instead, I'm going to switch it to farm because I love plants. And I said, might as well, like, you know, keep it going as a plant space rather than me stressing and trying to work another way. And I love the meditation. And meditation space, I'm making it portable. So I'm going to carry it everywhere. So whether I'm here, I'm meditating the same thing at home, at my other office. So I feel this way, I'm not stuck to a place rather than the space. So I'm going to bring as a portable meditation